Discover Korea. Be inspired by nature. On exclusive with Taghreed Hussein. A dazzling range of experiences for travelers. The beauty of a high-tech nation balanced by reverence for tradition. Nile TV interviews top-notch officials in Korea. Discover Korea on exclusive. Only on Nile TV International.
From the heart of Seoul to the heart of the New Alamein city. New Alamein city today is making headlines, stealing headlines, let me say, for tourism, for the prestigious events that are held, presidential events as well. We had the important five-way Arab Summit held in New Alamein. And by doing that, definitely the president is contributing to brand Egypt globally. So eyes are on New Alamein and the New Republic, isn't it, Waleed?
Well, let me, if I may say, I just came from a trip in Europe, and of course, I never travel anywhere without comparing, always with Egypt. And I visited some very famous beaches abroad. Nothing to be compared with the beaches that we have in the north coast of Egypt or the Red Sea and Sinai Peninsula. But I'm going to talk now about the Mediterranean, since where I've been is the opposite of us in the Mediterranean. Nothing to be compared. The beaches, everything, the water. I mean, the clearance of the water and the facilities. And I just returned back, but I've been told that for the first time, the Egyptian government noted that in Al Alamein there is public beaches, so people can go.
Yes.
So anybody can go, can enjoy the beauty of this. Especially, it offers everything and caters everything. By the way, they say, if you just want to go, it's very impressive.
This is the impressive, beautiful New Alamein city. Yeah.
Yes, I know that there has been some criticism by some of the people who does not want the good for our country. Okay. There is people always look at the negative part all the time. But you know what? How many people is going to get a job? How many people is going to buy water? How many people is going to get an extra job? How many electrician men will go and live there and have a family? And there will be a school, and there will be elementary school, middle school, high school, and universities. Okay, so there will be a life. I know that the Al Alamein is targeting 4 million people inhabited to live there. So this is, we're just creating another, adding another, in my opinion, it will be another governorate, to be honest with you.
Here we go.
Everything is done from scratch. Yeah, I mean, they took care of everything.
Yeah.
They have very good hospitals, by the way.
Yes.
They have.
Look at this land, you know, this used to be like full of landmines, you know, as we were taught this as kids in schools long time before. This was in history. Look, today it has become one of the most beautiful Mediterranean cities in the world.
How many gardeners are going to get a job? How many plumber? How many electrician?
Yeah, how many job opportunities will be
It's lots of job opportunities, and this is how I see my country.
Yeah.
This is how we want to introduce the new republic.
Yeah.
We have to have new capitals everywhere, and we really have to show the beauty of, look at this, look at this. It's amazing. And by the way, there is also nearby some very good walking promenades, and I wish all the brands of the world come and open here in Egypt. So when the visitors comes who enjoy shopping, let them shop, let them buy whatever they want, and if it's expensive, it's expensive. If it doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit you, it's fine. But I want everybody, and I want, you know, markets for everybody. You know, there is chance for everyone. Look at this, it's just...
It's amazing, you know, and it's magic here on Egyptian soil. It has been attracting the world's attention. Even those at the Far East, they were also keen to come to Alamein city for, you know, that important contract, this agreement with Korea was signed also in New Alamein city. So it's booming, and it started, you know, to correlate to Egyptian success stories. And this is what is interesting about it.
As I said at the very beginning, with His Excellency Ambassador Khalid, this man, whenever he goes, he boosts tourism. He loves tourism. When he was in the Czech Republic, he was the consul over there, and he always worked with the ministers of tourism, of bringing the media of the country that he was posted at, and he makes them come and have a great time over here in Egypt. And I remember they came in a very crucial time, but he managed to boost it very strongly when he was there. So I'm very optimistic that with South Korea, we're really going to see a very good season. Yes. Thinking probably from this year.
Definitely. Well, we have welcomed, of course, at New Alamein city, kings and royals and world leaders coming to Egypt, seeing the beauty of the place. We've seen His Excellency the President touring the New Alamein city. You see the crystal water here that you were talking about, Waleed, that has been unparalleled in the whole world. That important five-way summit, actually, very meaningful that it is held at New Alamein city.
Being able to bring the attention by hook or by crook, you know, to bring the attention of the world to Egypt and have the focus on Egypt. Bear in mind, we did not yet took advantage of everything we have. I was just thinking, coming to the studio today, that we never took advantage that when God Himself wanted to reveal Himself, He only revealed Himself over this land.
Yeah, Mount Moses, yes.
In the whole entire world.
Yes.
In the whole entire world, He revealed Himself in Egypt. Okay? I wish we can take advantage of this. I know that Egypt is working very hard now in Red Sea as well as the Sinai Peninsula. And I know from my own sources that Egypt will be surprising the world with an unbelievable also beach resort in the south of Egypt, on the Red Sea.
Yes.
There is something out of this world is coming. I know that from some friends that we're preparing a big surprise to the world.
For big headlines.
And look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful that we have to take advantage. I heard someone was saying about the firework. He says it's too much. You know what? I was in Europe this last month, and I've been to a park. They use every day fireworks. Why not? Why not, if this is the way to, because we want to get the economical benefit.
Right.
You know, we want to attract, if they do it every day. Yeah. So why not? Yes, of course we should.
Beautiful, yes. And the beats is just so positive, and it's great that you've mentioned also concerning the public beaches, because every Egyptian definitely have the right to enjoy his country. So
that
it's great.
Is very important.
A great point.
It is. Whoever did think of this, chapeau. Yes, because it's the rights of every Egyptian to go to the most popular place in the country and enjoy it.
Yeah. Let's enjoy the beat, the vibes of New Alamein city, and we will be back to talk another dazzling opportunity. Egypt never stops to dazzle the whole world. and our ancient pharaohs, our ancestors. One of them is definitely Ramses the Great, is still dazzling the whole world. We'll be back right after showing you more from New Alamein City. So Egypt never stops dazzling the whole world, and this has been clear through our heritage. King Ramses and the Pharaoh's gold exhibit that is held in the United States sells 8,000 tickets upon inauguration. And definitely it's a very distinctive exhibition. You know, whenever we have Mr. Waleed, our kings and queens in the headlines, they always steal the headlines. King Tut, look at the different exhibits that were held for the boy king and also for King Ramses the Great. And the Egyptian king also.
The Mo.
The Mo is also making headlines. And the hat of another king is making headlines too.
Yes. Well, there's an exhibit in the United States right now. And in the inauguration, yes, you're right. Dr. Zay Hawass was there. And I personally received phone calls immediately after people left the show because they're asking him, we want to go to Egypt. So he says, I'll send you with someone. I want to benefit more from Dr. Zay. More. We know where he is loved and adored. People like him very much. He's a great storyteller. He has a charisma, and he knows how to introduce the Egyptian heritage and the Egyptian tourism. And it is not just antiquities.
Yes, look here at the number of visitors. 8,000 tickets upon inauguration, and how beautiful, you know. Always they have great passion for the Egyptian history and the great Egyptian civilization.
You know, right now we are using, I personally, using a new technique with the tourist. Not just talking about history and tombs and the construction and the temples and all of this. No, we talk about the daily life. People are very much interested to know about the daily life. People are very much interested to talk about the jewelry that women used to wear, the makeup, the perfume, the food, the wine, the beer, what they used to have.
Daily rituals.
The relationship between man and women, the courthouse, how did they do this? The poems. Those beautiful poems that was written in ancient Egypt time. The doctors. So I think we have vast knowledge to give and share and introduce Egypt again and again and again and again, especially with the modern technology and the new studies now coming, is showing and revealing new things. I mean, very soon we will find out that from the tomb of King Tutankhamun, they found jars of wine with wine in it. That's going to be exposed in the gym, the Grand Egyptian Museum. The Civilization Museum. If you look at the Civilization Museum now,
it's a piece of art.
It's a piece, and it has its own glamour
aura,
now. All over the world. Now, as I told you, I was just abroad. Everybody asks me now, and it used to be before, people used to think that a Civilization Museum was gym. Now they differentiate and they understand that the parade of the royal mummies was from the Cairo Egyptian Museum to Civilization Museum. We did not open yet the gem, and we're offering more and more. The planning was happening to tourism. They played in the infrastructure of tourism, and the Egyptian government now, really with the new republic.
The National Museum here of Civilization, unparalleled in its beauty, and also erected according to the latest up-to-date technologies.
Yes, but
Ahmed Ghunaim is doing a great job also.
He's fantastic.
Receiving Egypt's guests.
He's fantastic, and he has more to give, by the way. We did not take everything yet. This man has plenty of ideas, okay? But I wish that they could give him the fountains, you know, the fountains next to him. By the way, I just watched an episode about Totti, the soccer player, the legendary, with a very famous Egyptian TV show, and he was over there. It was so beautiful, and people from Italy started to take the bites from the Egyptian television and re-air it one more time and play it on the social media. We should take advantage of all of this. The Egyptian king, Mo Salah, has to come. This is a national duty. Has to come. Has to invite Liverpool.
He really never hesitates actually to market Egypt globally. The great Mo. Look at the wonderful display of the masterpieces of the pieces themselves.
What amazes me that this museum, still with the same standard as when it was opened by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Yes.
They kept it, so we can do it.
Yes.
That's what I say. When you have the facilities and when you have the equipment and everything, you can keep it
Shining.
shining and up to the standard. But I want to take more advantage of the lake next to it, okay, to be used more. We should set night shows and things like this.
Cultural events.
Yes, yes. I'm dreaming, always been my dream is that some of the big companies in Egypt sponsor, because the government can't really do everything, but they can sponsor and they get them to benefit out of it, to do the same laser show and the lighting show was done during the movement of the royal parade. Yes, let's just redo it. If we've done it once, why not? We could do it, and then we will have tourists to come in the evening to stand in Tahrir Square. Buses will be dropping them. They will come by public transportation, by taxis, by...
I can remember, the feedback was like pouring from every corner of the world. I had lots of friends abroad and they were seeing it as amazing. The most, they called it the most amazing spectacle ever that they had seen.
And there used to be the little canal by the pyramids, and it's been covered now. And they really did a great job. My dream is to allow the students and the artists here in Egypt that could sit and draw. We have people, they do this. So they could sit and draw, and some other youngsters could take a corner and play music, okay? And then there'll be lots of, little cafes, little restaurants.
Yes.
We don't
That's
have to
marketing.
really... Yes, let's just change, and
out of the box way of marketing, yeah.
In France, there is, I don't want to promote the place very much, but there's a place that you go, and it's surrounded by artists that's sitting around that draw you, and then they make a little money. Why not? And there is restaurants and cafes selling anything. They take anything from you. If you sit and have a glass of water...
Here's the king that welcomes you at Gem, at the entrance. King Ramses the Great. He's the greatest and most celebrated and most powerful king, actually, and pharaoh of the new kingdom. Why do you think he attracted attention that much with gold associated to his name in the States?
Let me tell you something. To be honest with you, historically, there is a pharaoh called Amenophis III, the father of Amenophis IV, who later on changed his name to Akhenaten. He has more statues made for him, more than Ramesses II. Ramesses II took some of the work of, but this is very technical. Let's not go there. I was the only guide in the whole entire country honored to be invited. You remember when the statue of Ramesses II which was placed in Ramses Station.
Yes,
and
it was moved.
And then we had a celebration to have the engineering department in the Egyptian army to move him inside. Okay, and they played the...
Here he goes, the king.
Yes, I was there the day he was moved.
He was moved, yeah.
And you know what gives everybody goosebumps? Because there was everybody there. When the military, they saluted him as
king.
a chief commander of the Egyptian army.
Wow.
Ramesses II was the chief commander.
Respectable.
It was from the Egyptian army to a previous commander of the Egyptian army, and they saluted him. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I wish they play this part of this at the movement, because the movement itself, it's unbelievable, and the work was done to do this. This is a dream. This, and we've always said here that this is Egypt's gift to the world.
It is. It is Egypt's gift to the world. The whole world is actually awaiting the inauguration of GEM. We have lots and lots of news-stealing headlines upcoming. We have the COP27, and we're actually looking forward also to the inauguration of GEM. All are super top-notch events that are going, inshallah, to attract
if anybody has
lots of people to Egypt.
If anybody has in his heart a little piece of love to this country, will look at it and see that we have, inshallah, a very booming season. We're expecting a big movement and big traffic is going to happen during COP27. We don't know. We've heard a few times that maybe there will be a partially opening at that time, but because there's World Cup and there's COP27, and we want to really give it because if it's open on Monday, 2020 whatever, it doesn't make any difference. This is GEM. It will have its own thing,
its own glory.
Yes, it will attract the whole world, and the whole world will see it. And I'm sure Dr. Zahi is promoting this right now abroad very well, and I hope the Egyptian government start to take more advantage of the things that we have. I told you that we should emphasize on that this is the only country and the whole entire earth that God, when He wanted to reveal Himself, He revealed Himself in Egypt. So we should be very proud of this, and we should take advantage of this, and we should promote this. And then the Holy Family, when they came here to Egypt, in the Bible, Matthew 2:13, arise, take the child and flee to Egypt. Never said go to...
Flee to Egypt, flee to security, flee to safety.
100%.
Yes, and
flee to Egypt.
That is the key. The mother of the world is always welcoming visitors from the different corners of the world. Whenever our pharaohs go, you find an amazing passion and interest in the Egyptian history, culture and civilization. Let's see more about the highlights of Ramses the Great and the gold of the pharaohs in this report.
On the 20th of August 2022, the blockbuster touring exhibition arrived to its next location, the Young Museum in Golden Gate Park, San Francisco, USA, where it will remain until the 12th of February 2023. Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities declared in a statement that Ramses and the Pharaohs Gold Exhibition in the US sold 8,000 tickets upon its inauguration at M.H. de Young Memorial Museum in San Francisco, USA. This museum is the exhibition's second stop after the Houston Museum of Natural Sciences. During the first hour of its opening, the exhibition succeeded in attracting a large number of visitors who expressed their fascination with the exhibition and the way the artifacts were displayed. It's worth mentioning that the Ramses and the Pharaohs Gold Exhibition was inaugurated in its first stop in November 2021 at the Houston Museum of Natural Sciences, including 181 artifacts from the holdings and collections of the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square, dating back to the era of King Ramses II, in addition to some artifacts from the discoveries unearthed by the Egyptian mission in Al-Bubastin area in Sahara. Ramses and the Gold of the Pharaohs exhibition showcases artifacts that highlight some of the distinctive characteristics of the ancient Egyptian civilization, especially from the Middle and Modern Kingdoms to the late era. The exhibits include a group of statues, ornaments, paintings, stone blocks decorated with inscriptions, and statues of deities in the form of birds and animals, as well as some colorful wooden coffins. Besides exceptional artifacts representing the king himself, there are also sarcophagi, animal mummies, jewelry, royal masks, amulets, and exquisite golden treasures from the tomb of Ramses. This collection of extraordinary objects is a testament to the workmanship of ancient Egyptian craftspeople. It's worth noting that a group of videos that tell the history of King Ramses II and the war battles he led, especially the Battle of Qadesh, are displayed at the exhibition, as well as virtual visits to the exhibition that take the visitor on a journey with King Ramses II throughout his history. From San Francisco, the exhibition will head to Europe, where the first stop is going to be at La Villette Cultural Park in Paris from April to September of 2023.
كلمة حلوة وكلمتين حلوة يا بلدي غنوة حلوة وغنوتين حلوة يا بلدي كلمة حلوة وكلمتين حلوة يا بلدي غنوة حلوة وغنوتين حلوة يا بلدي.
We were talking about the Egyptian jewelry. We have definitely unparalleled Egyptian artists who in this field can throw gold exhibits and more. However, the pieces that we see affiliated to our pharaohs and the ancient monarchs come unparalleled. Look at King Tut treasures and Ramses the Great. The minute details, the embellishments, it's just amazing.
I've seen in this trip in Europe a lot of women wearing Egyptian jewelry, the Key of Life, the Eye of Horus.
Yes.
I mean, we should also brand ourselves in this, as you said, gold, and we should really do the big jewelry because there's a market for it. There is a market that
Appreciates the taste.
Yeah, of course, and it's out of this world. Look at the tombs. Believe it or not, there is in some of the tomb of Queen Nefertari, there's someone went inside the tomb and picked up some of the dresses over there, and they made it abroad, made out of linen. The Egyptian linen is the best in the world. So we still have more to come to gain, and I think it's the time to start to gain. With the new republic, I think we could make more and start to benefit more and take our level of the tickets to the sites to the level where it really belongs. Yes. I still see that we're charging very little. I think we should charge more. We should charge in foreign currency. We could make more money and we could benefit out of this more and more. We have great guides in Egypt compared to the guides of the world, and I've always been saying this. We have great guides in Egypt, very well trained, a good number of them, universities, and I believe very much soon there will be some enhancing on the quality. They will start to emphasize on the language and the quality and the appearance. They went back to the interview in the universities. All of these things that tells you it's an indication that within the next coming up 4 years, we're really going to focus on this.
That's great.
Much.
And we have also artificial intelligence playing a very important role in tourism today and the state-of-the-art technology regarding museums. We will see this a lot too.
Inshallah, I'm very optimistic. And with the footage that you showed today, it boosted my energy and
morale.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Waleed, for the positive vibes and the great news as always. We're looking forward to more hits and to Gem and a lot upcoming. Mr. Waleed al-Battoty, Ambassador Waleed al-Battoty, the World Federation of Tourist Guides Association Ambassador. Thank you so much for joining Nile TV International. Always a pleasure having you. And
the pleasure is
especially,
mine, and the honor is mine. I've always
on my debate live. Thank you, Waleed.
Thank
you so much. And I thank you, dear viewers, for joining us. That was Wednesday Debate Live. And I'm Tagharit Hussein, thanking you all for watching.